Okay, I'm going to make, today I'm going to show you how to make deviled eggs. And to start off with, I want to tell you the basic recipe that you will find. I found it on foodnetwork.com. It goes basically with a dozen eggs, 4 tablespoons of mayo, 2 teaspoons of mustard, regular yellow mustard, and 2 teaspoons of sweet relish, salt and pepper to taste with a little paprika on top. I have my own way of making them. I add a couple extra ingredients. But another recipe that you can find, I looked up, is in Emeril Lagasse. The name of the cookbook was Farm to Fork, Cooking Local and Cooking Fresh. He has a different recipe which calls for your basics mayonnaise, and then he adds a dry ranch mix with Dijon mustard and chives and a lot of hot sauce. Everybody makes them different. There's like 70 different recipes out there. And another one from Betty Crocker would be the ranch mix was with Betty Crocker, and Emeril Lagasse, his extra ingredients were Dijon mustard and white wine vinegar. Like I said, there's a million different recipes, but my personal one I'm going to show you right now. First, you start with your egg, and you crack it real good so you can peel off the skin. It's real simple. It peels right off. You just use a little bit of water to help take it off. And it's real quick. It comes off pretty simple. But you must start off when you boil them. Once the water starts boiling, you have to let it boil for 10 minutes or it will not be completely cooked through. So no less than 10 minutes after the water boils. Okay, so once you have it peeled, you take it and you cut it in half. And then you simply just take the yolks into a little bowl, which, let me get out because I didn't have that out. And you just plop it into the bowl, each one. Mine fell right out. And then you take your fork and you make sure you mash them up real good so they're nice and mashed up. You don't want a bunch of chunks. I'm only going to do 1 or 2 since y'all already ate the rest of them. And then you add to taste just a little bit of mayonnaise. I never follow the recipe. Put a little bit of mayonnaise and you mix it up to make sure you have the consistency that you like. And once you have that in, I'm going to add a little bit of mustard, just a tiny bit. Again, you do it to taste. And then you mix it up. And I also use, next, would be a little bit of Worcestershire sauce, just a tiny bit. And then you add a little bit of dill relish. A lot of people call for sweet relish, but I like the dill relish. I just like the flavor better. So again, you're going to mix it up as best as you can. And then next, just a little bit of salt and a little bit of garlic powder. That's my personal recipe. And again, I don't use set amounts. I just kind of do it to taste. I'm going to add a couple of more here. And again, I'm going to mush them up really good. Again, this is just my personal way of making them. And what's really great about this is that it's easy to make. You have all your ingredients at home. Very basic, and again, you can make them any way you want to. You can add bacon, you can add cheddar, you can add shrimp, you can add anything you want. But again, I'm not really fond of those. Okay, so once you have it all mixed up, that's pretty much basically it. And then you take a little spoon. At this point, I'm going to use a fork, but usually a spoon is a little bit better. I'm going to taste it, make sure it's exactly what I want, and it is. And I'll add a little bit more mustard. Then I'll mix it up a little bit more, and then they're ready. And all you have to do is take it and scoop it in there just like this. No problem. And then I'm going to get my little bit of paprika. Some use it for flavor. I just use it for a little bit of decoration. And then when you're all finished, this is what your deviled egg will look like, and it's ready to eat. And all you have to do is refrigerate them after that. And again, it's a cheap, easy, quick to make appetizer or just a snack for yourself. But those are my deviled eggs. Thanks.